Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's presentation is going to be a bit different from everything I've done before. As you can see, I'm playing some Ark on PS4, crafting a Viking Town Hall. Thanks to the YouTuber Aaron Longstaff for the awesome tutorial as I read through my latest blog. This one's title is Be Your Own Hero. Being the owner and designer of my own clothing brand is not something I thought I could do 3 years ago. It took me a long time to accept what I really wanted in life and to commit to the work that it required. I spent a long time being lost because I was afraid of the world. Out there, everything gave me anxiety. I never felt good enough. I struggled to ask for help, still do sometimes, and I couldn't handle my emotions. I had to dig deep to find the courage to change the negative narrative of my life. I told myself that I'm only as good as I am, and to leave the great stuff to those who are experienced, skilled, and genuinely better at what I wanted to do. It was embarrassing. I accepted my own limiting beliefs, bit my tongue, and decided that I'll never be more than a background character. So why try, if only to be ridiculed? I've been watching the anime My Hero Academia, and seeing the characters mature and develop has inspired me to be as fierce in my pursuit of my passion, to focus on my strengths and work on my weaknesses until my dreams become a reality, to help others and be a positive influence in people's lives. Exploring the concept of building an alter ego has helped me step out of the ordinary world in which I felt trapped by my limitations and frustrations, and to realize the heroic self within me. Now, my goal is to chronicle the legacy of the artistic movement of the underground scene in Cape Town. As an entrepreneur, I truly wish to see and inspire everyone in my community to share their talents authentically, genuinely connect, and grow as individuals. Future generations will experience the realities that we manifest. We are the future, and the future is now. I'm willing to sacrifice all that I am for all that I can become. To quote French poet Victor Hugo, nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. I am still in the process of developing my skills and have recently been focusing on the creative, production, and administrative aspects of my business. I've been working to utilize social media platforms as a way to grow our market, share the skills and knowledge of local artists, creators, designers, and musicians, because creators thrive when we support each other. I also run a blog which I've been developing to communicate the voice of our brand. Backcat Apparel is more than a merch line. It's truly a movement. At the moment, a lot of my ideas are currently projects in progress, and anyone who is curious about the topic discussion is welcome to join me on this journey. As an ordinary girl, I'm finally finding the courage to stand up for myself and share my ideas, because I am here to fulfill my purpose and be my most authentic self, and hopefully help others realize their potential along the way. For so long, it feels like I've been on a mission to achieve deeper self-understanding, mindfulness, and self-mastery. The method of self-development that I've been practicing since reading The Alter Ego Effect by Todd Herman has provided me with helpful tools to overcome uncomfortable situations and embody a greater sense of confidence in my abilities and beliefs. And I'd like to share some of the insights that I've gained. My lesson begins by understanding that at my core, I'm a force for creative possibility. Building an alter ego has helped me step out of my comfort zone and create distance between how I see myself and how I'd like to perform, by intentionally activating my creative energy to create an extraordinary experience and step into the role that I've created as my heroic self. Who we are and how we perform at each stage of life is influenced by external and internal factors. These influences can be grouped into 4 layers that surround the core self, beginning with the innermost layer, your drivers, followed by beliefs, actions, and expanding into the area of context. From there, I've applied the filter from which I perceive my experience on the stage in an ordinary world, and then reconstructed the idea to how I'd experience the situation in an extraordinary world. In the ordinary world, I felt trapped. In the extraordinary world, I became my own hero. I've worked through the layers as an exercise to realign my intentions with my actions for a particular role in my life. This has helped me recognize the forces that held me back as an entrepreneur so that I can harness the qualities that liberate me to do the things that my business requires to grow. With this core self in mind, I'll be explaining each layer through the perspective of my extraordinary world. I'll provide the definition and some personal examples to illustrate the idea behind the concept. Layer 1. Drivers. What motivates me? This is what I deeply care about, relate to, and identify with when it comes to what I think of as my purpose. When I'm having a hard time finding the motivation to do the work that has to be done, I remind myself that I'm doing this for myself, my family, and those I care about. I'm doing this because I want to experience performing my music as an artist. I'm doing this to show others in my tribe what can be done. I'm doing this to honor myself and what I've endured to get this far, to show those in my situation that they're not alone either. Layer 2. Beliefs. What defines me and my reality? My beliefs, attitudes, values, perceptions, experiences, and expectations all come into play with regards to how I see myself and perceive the world around me. These feelings deeply affect my emotions and how I speak to myself, communicate outwardly, and behave in a specific situation. Words define us. The words we use echo our thoughts and drive our daily actions. They are events. They do things and change things. This is how I feel about who I am. I believe I am a powerful force for change. I value honesty, respect, and equality. My efforts yield results that speak for itself. This is a list that I've used to describe the traits of my heroic self. Bold, courageous and willing to take risks to achieve my goals. Decisive, being able to efficiently settle an issue to produce a definite result. Composed, having one's feelings and expressions under control. Confident, feeling and expressing certainty about my abilities. Assertive, being self-assured and confident without being aggressive. Articulate, having the ability to speak fluently and intentionally. Of course, different conversations have different dualities, and words have different meanings, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. What's true to you is what you choose to believe, and you're allowed the power to dictate your own story. I respect that some might not understand the things that I do. After all, we've all had a unique experience of existence, but there's more to life than being right, or being condemned for being wrong. Layer 3. Action. How I show up. These are the behaviors, actions, and reactions I have during what I consider to be my moments of impact with regards to my business. When I plan a difficult task or for an upcoming event, instead of procrastinating like I used to and allowing myself to catastrophize, I write a list to break up the steps that need to be taken. These affirmations help me take back control to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Structure is the key to success. When I know what needs to be done, I do my best to prepare. Consistency transforms the average into excellence. I may not know everything, but I'll give it my best. I have this incredible power to focus on what's important. I practice visualizing to mentally stimulate the situations where I expect myself to perform to the full capacity of my skills, competencies, and knowledge, and be intentional about the outcomes I want to achieve. Layer 4. Area of context. What's happening at your moment of impact? While this is where I'm influenced by my personal environment, circumstances, constraints, people, places, things I interact with, and expectations, my heroic self manifests to orientate my mindset towards growth and progress as a creator and to build my business. When I'm ordinarily find myself trapped and afraid to step out of my comfort zone, being intentional about how you show up in a specific area of your life, whether it's with family, friends, at work, or amongst strangers, isn't about pretending or dishonoring who you are. It's about suspending the beliefs of limiting perceptions so that you can take the action when it is required, whether you're in the mood for it or not. It's really about looking at the characteristics that will help you succeed in a specific area of context or life, and learning to manifest the necessary qualities from what already exists within you. At the end of the day, you are what you do, not what you intend to. I'm not a magician, and the abilities of my heroic self are skills that I am working on. I've orientated this idea to one stage of my life as an entrepreneur, because I can't do everything at once and don't expect myself to constantly perform at the highest level of my abilities. The alter ego that I've designed to bridge the boundary between my ordinary and extraordinary experiences are one and the same with who I am. You can argue that there's nothing different about me, but the practice of intentionally activating my heroic self has greatly impacted my mindset, turned my ordinary world around, and helped me overcome my limiting beliefs and behaviors. I challenge you to try this exercise and explore the 4 core layers in a specific area of your life that you wish to improve on your performance during those moments of impact or gain a better understanding of yourself. Let me know if this exercise helped you, and I'll gladly expand on the topic. You can find this lesson on my blog page, BCA Logging, if you're interested in learning more about my experiences as an artist, creator, and backhat apparel representative. Thanks for listening. Logging out.